So I do food of all 8 Celtic nations. Now, as far as chefs go out there in Celtic cuisine, there are I've come across a lot of Irish chefs out there, and a lot of Irish chefs out there, a lot of Irish chefs out there, but the majority of them never look beyond the shoreline of Ireland. And yet, it's so interconnected because there's such a much bigger picture for it all. First of all, there are 8 Celtic nations. Does anybody know what the 8 Celtic nations are? You mentioned kind of Ireland's the easy one, and Scotland is kind of, those are the 2 most people get. And if you're a little bit more, you'll know Wales. But that's kind of where it falls off a little bit. So Scotland, Ireland, Wales, 3 primary, the largest 3. There's a little island between Scotland, Ireland, and Wales called the Isle of Man. All right, that's also a Celtic nation. If you go down the British coast to Cornwall, that peninsula that sticks out under Wales, they will tell you they're not English, even though it's part of England. They are very much Celtic stock. Their most closest relatives are across the English Channel to Brittany, France. They are the last of the old Gauls, the people that Rome fought against and Caesar fought against. And they'll tell you the rest of France is nothing but Germans. Technically, they're right. And then, it's true, they're Franks or a Germanic tribe. Yeah. But now, if you go further down, the ones that everybody forgets about, though, is if you go down further down the European peninsula to Galicia and Asturias, Spain. Now, why those are really important? Galicia is that area right above Portugal in Spain, and directly to the east of there, along the northern coast of Spain, is Asturias. Now, there's a band out there that calls themselves Seven Nation, and a few other flags that see it in Seven Nations. The thing is, most of them didn't bother to do enough research. Because at one time, Asturias had conquered all of Galicia, and Galicia at another particular time had conquered all of Asturias. There's 2 separate nations, 2 separate language bases, and cultural, and actually food. There are little variations here and there. But why is Galicia important in Celtic history and all? Is because that the Celts, the sons of Milnius that landed in Ireland, came from Corona, Spain. So those Celtic people, when they migrated out, because the oldest Celtic establishment is in Hallstatt, Austria. So we're going about 1500 BC. BCE is what they call it now, before the current era. That is where it kind of started, and they brought it out. The Celts actually extended all the way from Turkey and what is Romania, or I mean Georgia and Armenia now, all the way to the west coast. But it just said the Germanic tribes came in, and as the Moors came up, they all got kind of pushed off to the edges. And so their cuisine kind of has created from what they've been able to grow in the mountainous regions and along the shoreline.